I know as filmmakers, we all dream of going viral, landing our dream brand, or suddenly getting discovered and making a bunch of money. But usually, it's not that simple. Most of the time, making more money comes from fixing a few key business mistakes and how you present your offer to clients. So in this video, we're gonna chat all about how to make more money as an adventure filmmaker. Let's dive in. If you're new here, hey, I'm Rue. I'm an adventure filmmaker based out of Colorado that's worked with some of the biggest outdoor brands in the world, from Patagonia to the North Face to Lululemon to some of the bigger streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, HBO. And I am here today to tell you about how you can make more money as an adventure filmmaker. We're gonna walk through 6 concrete things that you can do today to help you charge more and make more money. So without further ado, let's dive into step number 1. Raise your positioning, not just your prices. Making more money usually begins with how you present yourself. Being known for a specific type of work will vastly increase the amount of money that you can make, because if you are the jack of all trades and you shoot weddings and you shoot senior portraits and you shoot some promotional videos for outdoor brands and you work on set sometimes as a camera operator or an editor for other people's productions, you are spreading yourself too thin and not being known for one specific type of work. For me, I specialize in story-driven outdoor content. This story-driven docu-style work is something that over time has become my reputation in the industry, and when people want some super flashy commercial grade thing, I'm not necessarily the person to go to, but if they want story-driven content in the outdoors, I'm often somebody they're going to look at. That means I might miss out on some projects, but those projects aren't aligned with what I want to do anyways, but it does give me access to some of the bigger budget projects that are very aligned with what I need and helps me land jobs a little bit easier. When it comes to building your portfolio, this is a concrete thing that you can do, because you can present your portfolio by showing the work you want to get hired for, showing work that clients will resonate with. When it comes to building our portfolios online, it can become easy to just show the work that we have or show the work that we're proud of. However, if you're showing the work that isn't targeted towards the types of clients that you want to work with, it shouldn't be on your website, it shouldn't be a part of your portfolio. So even if you're great at shooting weddings or creating promotional videos for healthcare companies, if you want to be shooting outdoor content or adventure content, take all the other stuff off your website and put the adventure stuff on there, and be very specific and critical about building a portfolio that speaks to your target client. A lot of us want to raise our prices. We want to get access to bigger and bigger budgets and do more important, memorable work. But if you are unable to raise your perceived value, you likely won't be able to raise your actual value that you're providing for clients, which is getting more money. This brings me into our second way to make more money as adventure filmmakers, which is solve bigger problems for better clients. This is one of the most important aspects of this video. We get money as filmmakers by solving problems for clients. It's easy when we scroll social media or watch YouTube videos that we're just here for entertainment, but brands, companies, agencies, they are using these videos to make more money by building trust, by building attention, by building sales funnels, by building connection, by lifting their brand and creating momentum to make more money for their companies. So what we see as just entertaining artistic videos for ourselves as filmmakers are actually ways that companies are making more money for themselves. The more important the problem that they're trying to solve, the bigger the budget they're going to have. So a filmmaker that makes a cool recap video from an event might not be bringing the most amount of money in, versus a filmmaker that is providing a huge launch campaign, shaping how a product is perceived online, and building trust with a potential audience is much more valuable to that company, and as a result, will give you a lot more money in your pockets if you're that filmmaker versus a filmmaker that is doing lower budget recap videos. Before we dive into the next way to make money, I do want to quickly share that I've just launched my first course, The Business of Adventure Filmmaking, where we talk about the business side of the creative process and how we can make more money as filmmakers. So if you're learning something from this video and you want more value, you want pitch deck templates, you want email templates, you want contract templates to help you run your business and learn how you can create a successful, profitable career for yourself, check out the link in the description. There's a lot of value in there. And with that, let's keep going with this video. The third way to make more money as a filmmaker is stop doing one-off jobs. Random gigs may feel good in the short term, and they may feel right in the moment because you're like, sweet, a paycheck. I need money. This will be a great opportunity for me to get it. But this is going to inhibit your long-term progress, because if you are unable to stitch how those projects line up together, you're doing one-off gigs, you're a freelancer, and you're not building a brand of who you are as a filmmaker. You're not raising your perceived value in a specific area. A lot of filmmakers teach online that the retainer-based model is undoubtedly the model to go for when it comes to building a successful filmmaking business, but I personally don't necessarily run retainer-based businesses for myself, because I do believe that I can get access to bigger budgets and bigger amounts of money by doing campaign launches and working with companies on one-off basis rather than retainers. So by one-off, I don't necessarily mean doing a project for a brand and switching to another brand and doing another project. Although that is technically one-off projects, I think the important thing is thinking how your projects that you work on with different brands and different companies are stitching together. For me, if I am doing a project for this brand that is a social media campaign and it's not story-driven and it's not aligned with the type of work that I want to show and that I want to do, I likely will not take it, so I can focus on building a brand and projects that are more aligned with me and my career and what I want to do. As a result, I have been able to unlock more access to bigger budgets because I am focused on creating a brand for myself, so people know what type of work I do and what type of work I'm best at, so I can create something that nobody else can create because I'm focused on building my perceived value. So while I may not have a guaranteed source of income every month, I have built a reputation and a network of people that know me for certain types of videos, which means that I am getting a lot of inbound leads every month that are reaching out directly towards me to do the type of work that they know that I'm good at. Then when they do come to me, they trust me, they know my value, and I'm able to charge more because of that. I'm not stuck sitting at a $2,000 a month retainer for 5 shoot days. I'm able to charge more and more and more every month, every type of project that I get, to reflect my perceived value that I'm giving. Every award that I win, every Emmy nomination that I've had has helped increase my perceived value, so now I'm able to charge a lot more per client. But most importantly, I'm thinking always on how these projects for brands are going to stitch together and making me look like somebody that is aligned with the perceived value that they are looking for in their company. So by saying stop doing one-off jobs doesn't mean that you have to immediately go into retainer-based models and do ongoing content for local companies. One-off jobs for me are looking at jobs that aren't aligned and you're not able to build your brand and build your business from. And now the fourth way that you can make more money as an adventure filmmaker is make more money per project. In order to make more money per project, you have to provide more value per project. Some filmmakers are leaving a lot of money on the table by only providing one specific deliverable. They might only be providing photography. They might only be providing an Instagram reel or a 30-second video. If you are able to stack deliverables and give them a hero film, behind the scenes, photography, strategy and creative development, alternative versions for paid ads, campaign rollout support, the more deliverables you can provide for a company, the more value you will provide, thus giving you more amounts of money. So instead of giving them one video for $2,000, you're giving them a whole ecosystem worth of content that for them is worth $10,000, $20,000, and you can immediately increase your value for them and help make a difference for their company. The fifth way you can make more money as adventure filmmakers is getting better at selling. Selling as adventure filmmakers is something that people get very nervous about because we don't want to come across as salesy. We want to come across as authentic to who we are and what we stand for, which for me comes down to asking better questions about their process. You are trying to diagnose what they're looking for and how you can provide that value for them. Asking questions on the discovery call like, where will this live? What platform are you posting it on? How long do you want this to run on your local network if you're running it for broadcast TV? What is the goal of the project? Are you trying to build more of an emotional communication connection with your audience, or are you trying to get as many views as possible? In sales, don't say your number first, ask for their budget. Understand the client goals, write better proposals, communicate more clearly, write out next steps after these sorts of calls so you're on the same page. Dial in your workflow and that will increase the amount of money that you can make. The final way to make more money as an adventure filmmaker, and I've talked about this a little bit, but it's build a brand, not a portfolio. A portfolio shows what you made. A brand shows who you are, what you stand for, who you help, and why your work feels different. So posting to YouTube or having a newsletter, posting regularly to LinkedIn or Instagram to share more about your taste and your process. The best opportunities will come when people understand your perspective and your taste before anything else. So once again, if you're interested in making more money as a filmmaker, the Business of Adventure Filmmaking course might be a pretty good place to start for you. So check out the link to that in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.